Connie Sanchez, well, she's devoted her life to helping kids and seniors and families, and her husband Andy says her love, compassion, and hope for humanity, well, that makes her stand out.
27 News anchor Tiffany Littler introduces us to the winner of our Remarkable Women series.
Connie Sanchez is a licensed clinical psychotherapist. She says her desire to help others started from the beginning.
Probably was born that way. I mean, it was just kind of a natural inclination to be in that environment. I always was that friend who wanted to help other friends.
She's worked in various positions throughout her career, including at CASA of Shawnee County, working with seniors doing group therapy at the Ascension Via Christi Hospital in Manhattan, and working at Lawrence Memorial Hospital and the Trauma Center. And you can tell she truly cares about each person she works with and their well-being.
I always said if I didn't love my job, I would get out. And so I've tried to hold true to that and stay focused on really being there for people. And if I can't do a good job, then I let them know that I think that, maybe we're not a good fit.
Connie and her husband Andy met when they were in junior high, and he agrees she's always had a way of helping others.
Right away, people just gravitate towards her and talk about their life.
As they grew up and started their careers, they eventually started a new adventure, a family. Connie decided to take a step back from her career and worked part-time to care for their kids. She says she felt like that taught them the value of working and giving back to others, but being a mom was an important job to her too. Andy says he thinks of her as the glue for the family, but for Connie, sometimes it was hard for her to achieve that work-life balance.
I had to put my clients first some days, and so that was difficult because I knew I was doing that sometimes, and that made it really hard.
I could see, a change in her, but she just, again, she always seems to land on her feet, and she persevered and said that, she can do this in terms of balancing working part-time and being a good parent.
In 1998, Connie helped pioneer state legislation and the start of a new program called Safe Visit. The program offers parents and kids to have safe supervised visits or exchanges at a neutral site.
It was hard. It was like a whole new, arena for me.
But she and others dedicated to helping people got the job done. She was even recognized for her work by then Attorney General Carla Stovall. Connie has been recognized at least 2 other times for her work throughout her career. And when we asked her about them, she sighed and gave a humbled answer.
It's kind of embarrassing because you're doing your job and you just, you want to do a good job, but when you're acknowledged for that, it really feels good, and at the same time it's like, well, I'm proud of that, but at the same time it just feels a little embarrassing to me.
But Andy says knowing how hard she's worked and having to give up things in the process, she deserves it.
Well, it's been gratifying for me because I feel like, first of all, the kind of work that she does, they get very little recognition for what they do.
In the past few years, Connie lost her mom and Andy lost both parents. But through those losses, new life has come into the picture, and Connie has an additional job title, Grandma.
I've seen her just grown a lot. I had always tried to imagine being a grandpa and then watching her, how natural it came for her to be a grandma. I knew she was a good mother because I saw that happen over the years, but just how easily she became a grandma and took on that new role.
Andy says Connie's caring heart is what makes her a remarkable woman.
So glad we could feature remarkable women this month.
Absolutely.
So many doing good things out there. And that was Tiffany Littler reporting.